I'm Caroline Kelso-Weingart, the artist and designer behind Made Vibrant, an online learning community for soulful creative entrepreneurs. Now let's talk about a formula for picking out your brand color palette. So I've seen brands that have literally 10 colors as a part of their brand colors, and then as you saw on the slide before, Uber just had those 3 brand colors. So what's the right amount of colors to have for your brand? You might be wondering that. Well, the answer is you can have all different kinds, but I recommend, especially if you're starting out, sticking with this formula, and it's going to be 4 main brand colors. So 2 primary colors that you're probably going to use the most often, and then picking out an accent color that maybe you'll use a little bit less often, and then finally what I would call a neutral color, something that can pair with all of these other colors. Maybe you'll use it in the body of your text or in different design elements throughout your brand. All right, so I just wanted to give you an example of here how I took my mood board and how I got my color palette from that. So basically, I just go with the images that I find in my mood board and I say, okay, what color do I like the most? Or what do I feel like gives the best vibe compared to my 5 tone words? So for this one, I've chosen this teal color. I love that image up there, the everything is cool illustration. I think it's a good blend of bright and fun, but also not too girly. And then I also saw in my mood board that bright yellow, but I wanted to give it a different twist and I wanted it to pair really well with the turquoise, so I decided to turn it into a lime green. So that's a good example of how you can start with a color in your mood board as inspiration, but once you put it up against some other colors that you're choosing for your color palette, you can always change that. So don't feel too tied to the images that you have chosen in your mood board. For my accent color, I really liked the hot pink. Like I said, I was trying to go for something that wasn't so kind of overtly girly, but for an accent color and for pops here and there, I love the hot pink. And then finally, a neutral. So when I say neutral, I mean things like a tan or black or white or gray, things that I like to think of it of like khakis in your wardrobe. Like, do people wear khakis anymore? I don't know, but it goes with a lot of different things. So that's what you want for that neutral color. You can use it in a bunch of different ways. For me, it was really important to have that high contrast. If you remember, one of my tone words was bold, and so having that black and white contrast was really important to me in my branding, so I've just chosen black as my neutral color.